top teams in the nation set to square off and see who has the upper hand, at least for the moment. A top 10 in-conference showdown awaits. Welcome between the hedges to Athens, Georgia and Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see, the winners of 3 straight, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. On the run from inside his own 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. The Bulldogs offense will have the football first. And Jesse, they've got a quarterback that if he can get into a rhythm can certainly make plays for his team.
Here's the thing about him, too. He's not the most consistent guy, and he's not the most talented quarterback in the country, but when he's hot, he's really, really tough to stop, David. It's important they get this guy going early.
Yeah, and it's not just him. Like, the offense has to, around him, play well. They've got to protect him. Receivers have to make plays. The running game would be good to get going, so it's got to be a team effort because then he can really be at his best.
So already they've hit a speed bump on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 8. Looking to throw, it's Stockton. Got a man, it's Thomas. And he converts on 3rd down as he gets it out to the 26. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Handoff from the gun. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28. They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Motion from the wideout. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Recovers the fumble, and he's on the move.
The ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
Georgia lining up to punt it away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. So the Alabama Crimson Tide offense comes out for their first possession of the game. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have 2 guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off the defense. You've got 2 very...
Oh, there's an alley on the left.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and the next thing you know, you look up and he's 20, 30 yards down the field, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Out of the gun, the inside give. This rivalry might not be as bitter for Alabama as the ones against Auburn or Tennessee, or for Georgia, the ones against Florida or Georgia Tech. But when Alabama and Georgia have met over the past decade or so, no matchup has been more impactful across the SEC or college football.
Oh, there's no doubt. Georgia's had a Bama problem. I mean, they've kind of had their number. Obviously got over the hurdle for the national championship, but some great teams that have been held back because Alabama's dominance. This is a big rivalry. This is a huge day for the Dogs.
Anytime these teams play, it feels like a national championship. Even more than an SEC championship. We've seen that time and time again. The one thing I know, Georgia's defense is going to know where Ryan Williams is lining up each and every play, because the true freshman last year ate this defense alive.
Got it in the middle, it's Williams. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. Beck's going for the goal line. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he Puts it in for the score. Touchdown, Alabama!
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. That touchdown drive covered 61 yards and closed the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. And here's the return. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Rides the back and leaves it. And he's stopping behind the line of scrimmage, tried to break out the spin move and still couldn't get loose. Back to throw, it's Stockton. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And he's wrestled to the ground. You can really set the tone for what's possible in your season in early season showdowns like this, both in the top 10 and both with the loftiest of goals.
This one's fun too, David, because we had this game circled in the offseason. We knew this was going to be a really good matchup early, and we're going to find out the answers to a lot of questions we have about both these teams.
Well, and sometimes it's hard to figure that out, right? Like, you don't get till mid-season, you're like, oh, they haven't played anybody. Out the gates, 2 top 10 teams, we get to find out really quickly who's legit.
Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. The inside handoff. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Second down, they'll go to the air. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting in those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable and run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone, and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass. Georgia sends out the punt team. First punt was gorgeous. Let's see if he can do it again. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll get this drive started from the 29. Back to pass, it's Simpson. Makes the catch, it's Horton. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line here.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. Motion from the wide receiver. Calls his own number. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. This dog crowd is off the leash, and they are coming after them, bringing noise on third down. Pocket breaking down. Caught over the middle. It's Miller. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up.
And the defense has to be kicking themselves for allowing a first down there. You're just maybe going to give them a few yards and let them set up for a field goal. Instead, you let them move the chains, and now they're knocking on your door first and goal.
Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? turnover. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. That's caught. It's Frazier. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Grab behind the line. It's Branch. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? 3rd and short, they've got them backed up inside the 20, and the D can get the ball back here. Caught, close to the marker, it's Thomas. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they kick-started this drive with that one. Dropping back, it's Stockton. Fires to the tight end. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. The Bulldogs are moving quickly down the field. Quickly to the tight end. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Dogs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Off play action. Looking for a deep man. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And the Bulldogs come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Rides the back on the option to give. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. The kick is on its way. And the punt hits ground at the 2 and goes into the end zone. He just missed, hitting them right in the shadow of the goalpost. It'll come out to the 20. Quarterback on the keeper. Guys, let's chat about Alabama. I'm sure you guys saw what a get in recruiting. 4-star defensive linemen gave them a verbal commitment just last week.
Yeah, you can't get enough of these guys, man. And they're excited because you got to play so many defensive line. This is the guy that's going to come in, be in the rotation early and often.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Oh, what a move to get open. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. So the first play of the drive, starting here from the 45. Gonna run it. It's Frazier. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They'll move the tight end. To the air. It's Stockton. That's reeled in. It's Branch. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Grab near the marker. It's Delp. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Just feeding his pads to the defense as he gets it to the 36. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. And the Dogs can really attack on this 2nd and short. He's got it again. Fights off a defender. Down to the 30-yard line where he stopped after a gain of 5, and that will be a first down. They'll send the tight end in motion. Off play action on first down. He'll take a deep shot here. And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
you gotta love the creativity with the tight ends nowadays. They can do so many different things. Does a good job. He slips behind the defense. Defense doesn't know where he went. And what does he do? He gets in for 6.
The extra point here would tie the game. And he puts through the extra point. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. They're set to kick it off, and you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? It'll take the return, try to get better field position. And the returner will be dragged down. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. They think there's room to run to the right here. Oh, he's got some space. Real power running by this guy as he bangs his way to the 24. Keep it on the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The dogs are barking and growling and trying to hold him here on 3rd down. To throw, it's Simpson. Fakes to grab. Got room at the 35. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. The Tide with the 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another 1st down. Got it behind the line. It's Bernard. Trying to hit him with a quick game on 1st down, and nothing doing there. Wants to throw again. Here comes the heat. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
And that guy is just a man. I mean, he sets the tone in this defense, and you saw it on that play right there. Reminds me a lot of the guy standing beside me, David Pollock, who really set the bar for great D-line play at Georgia. I think back to 2 guys I played against, Richard Seymour and Marcus Stroud, lining up beside each other on the inside of that D-line. That was an absolute nightmare to go up against.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
When we talked to the offensive staff coming into this one, they knew going up against the top 25 defense with respect to sacks per game that they had to do a good job protecting the QB, but they have not been able to get that done so far. They've already now allowed 3 sacks in this game.
The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Looking downfield, it's Stockton. Unloads it left. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch. They came out humming on this drive, and now it's 1st down from the 36. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The Bulldogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll run play action. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. The Dogs are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. He's looking to pass. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. Tackle is made at the 38, and let's see just how daring they'll be on 4th down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Georgia lining up to punt it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. They'll move the wide receiver. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. They'll go to work in the air on second down. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete. Alabama with a ton of ground to cover on this third down. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Good, disciplined defense on that play. It's third and long, right? You're not going to bite on a play fake. Nobody's going for that. Everyone knows it's a passing situation, and they use their speed to get to the QB.
Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Gonna run it. It's Frazier.
Defense, man, you got to go low, and you got to chop that tree down, right? Go with the legs, take the legs out from underneath them so he can't continue to churn those puppies out and get extra yards after contact like he did there.
They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Offside, defense.
Offense will take that. Free 5 yards every time. Bad discipline by the defense.
From the gun, the running back has it. They stop him behind the line of scrimmage. He ran through one guy, but not through the rest. And the Bulldogs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Now the play fake. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
Really nice play. When you talk about Alabama and their dominance on defense, especially in recent years, it all starts up front. You have to have disruptors playing on the defensive line, guys that can be versatile and line up at different positions, but create havoc in the backfield, and that's what this guy has been able to do throughout his career.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Oh, they're after him! And they fail to hook up on third down. Now on fourth down, here comes the field goal team. And there is a degree of difficulty with this one, a 47-yarder from the right hash. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. He'll bring it back looking for help. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. The option look. Breaks into the open. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. Alabama with a multitude of options on second and short. He'll keep it himself. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. He'll pull it on the read. And that ball's on the ground behind the line. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Touchdown, Dogs! The defense takes matters into its own hands.
Great heads-up play by the defender there. He saw the ball on the ground, didn't just jump on it, was able to scoop it up, had a convoy, led him for a touchdown.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. South Carolina is ruling the roost right now. What an offensive showcase today. They can't be stopped. They're up 14 over Kentucky. Just another week of SEC football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. This guy is special, and Alabama's had a lot of them. Devontae Smith, Jalen Waddle, Jerry Jeudy, who could make a huge play at the drop of a hat.
Yeah, big plays down the field. You get it to him, you know it could be a home run anytime he touches it. When you start mentioning those names, it just shows you the explosive nature. Everybody you mentioned, you know they can run right by you and hit those home runs, and so far, he's making some big plays in this ballgame.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Give to the running back. Turning it on! Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. The Tide trying to pay off this red zone trip. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. So now it's 2nd and long. They give it to him again. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. 3rd down, red zone play, crowd alive. Looking to throw, it's Simpson. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. And this one is perfect. They're back to within a touchdown. 17-10 is the score. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. Here he comes with the return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wide receiver going in motion. Trying play action. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38. To the air on first down. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up in pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Sends it back in motion. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Catch in the middle, it's Belt. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
And it's on 3rd downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. Here's a quick throw out to the left. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Back to throw, it's Stockton. Hauls it in.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
2nd down, he'll throw it. got it in the middle. It's dealt. They bring him down, but he's got a first and goal from the 10. And the Dogs didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Looking downfield on first down. He's got it on the run. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. They keep pushing forward now, back to work on second and goal from the 6. Back to pass. Touchdown, Georgia! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And that's what I love about empty sets and formations on offense, is that when you spread the defense out, you create bigger lanes to throw into. You saw it right there.
On to attempt the try. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Out of the backfield, he's open. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Back to pass, it's Simpson. Looking left. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute. The Dogs are off the leash and coming after him on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Bringing the heat. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Wide receiver comes in motion. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Completed pass, but it not only goes nowhere, it goes backwards. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to throw, time running short in the half. The sure hands, it's Thomas. Offense calls a timeout here, critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Looking to throw. Quickly complete. He gets it into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 48. Now across the 50 and at the 48-yard line. They'll have it 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's dealt. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The offense will quickly use a timeout. They'll line up for a second down play. They'll send the back in motion. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. Third down, and they'll need to get the ball to the 38-yard line. Scanning the field, it's Stockton. Unloads to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle, it's Branch. Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32. Everybody lined up, quickly snapped and spiked to stop the clock. They're dealing with a second and long. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Catch in the middle, it's dealt. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. He'll try to put up the 3 ball from 43 yards away. Right down the boulevard. And that lead grows even bigger. That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. A very conservative approach here, just taking the knee and heading to the locker room. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Athens. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Dooley Field inside Sanford Stadium.
Ready to get things going here in the second half as Georgia about to kick it away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Motion from the wideout. Quick pass on the fly motion. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play. The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on third down. Dropping back, it's Simpson. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. The punt team makes its way onto the field. This will be the 5th kick of the night. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he's stopped. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Grabbed over the middle, it's Thomas. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. And it is hardly a big surprise that this Alabama defense is hitting hard and making their presence felt in the backfield.
Yeah, it's what they built their brand on. They built it on physicality and stopping the run, and you've seen over the last several years, too. After they do that, they come after your quarterback, and they try to get that sucker on the ground.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
And if your job is to irritate, to confuse, to hit, to make quarterbacks feel very uncomfortable, this defense is definitely doing their job. 6 sacks, that's the way to make the quarterback feel like he's having a hard day. He's had no response. This offensive line has no response, just a sack party.
Georgia sends out the punt team. That leg is staying loose, already the 5th kick of the night. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. Looking to pass, it's Simpson. Bears the pressure. Going to try to get it himself. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. Split backs here. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking to throw on 1st down. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact. Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. He'll do it himself. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Just had a solid pickup on 1st. Now let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down.
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Quick completion to the right. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Leaves it with the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. Lets it fly deep downfield. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. That's one of those throws. He tried to give it some touch, and as soon as it left his hand, you know he was thinking, no, please bring it back, bring it back.
As a quarterback, Reese, you got to throw the ball with conviction. Generally, when you throw it harder, oftentimes you're a lot more accurate. All of a sudden now, you try to take something off, you're trying to throw the perfect spiral and cut the wind, and your accuracy goes down, and that was an example there. Errant throw on the interception.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Using his legs, it's Frazier. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. The Bulldogs with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Quarterback on the keeper. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Young. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Wants to throw. It's Stockton. Takes the easy completion. And good coverage by the defense. Just a short game. The Dogs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Get it out on the screen. He gets it oh so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. They boot it away on 4th down. Fair catch is signaled for and made. They'll mark it at the 12, and they'll start in a bit of a hole. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. QB draw. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Gets the back moving. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Just a short pass to the tight end. Strong, firm tackle. The Crimson Tide needs to convert on 3rd and short. He'll go to the sneak. And he needed 1 yard, and he didn't get it. The defense won the battle up front. They booted away. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he's stopped. Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
They got more sacks than a grocery store. Goodness gracious, time and time again, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground. This defense having their way.
And the Bulldogs now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Motion from the back. Looking downfield, it's Stockton. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
All right, I know we're winning, and that's great. But at some point, we got to stop getting our quarterback killed. Like, we got to protect the most important player on the field. Please?
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Got it in the middle, it's Branch. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down. Kick is in the air. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Draw play, quarterback keeps it. There he goes! Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. Miller with the ball. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. 3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. That's caught. It's Hale. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Fair catch is collected at the 24, and that's where they'll start this drive. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get them. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
And that is exactly how you draw it up. You get to the quarterback, but you get the football out. You hit him, you try to rake it out. Great job by the defense, getting the sack, getting the fumble.
Here comes the offense onto the field again. Caught in the backfield, it's Williams. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. And it's loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
And he made the read off the RPO, and he decided to take off, run the football, but, man, you got to take care of that thing. Fumbles the football, the defense gets the ball back.
First play of the drive will come from the 9-yard line. Sends it back in motion. Looking to throw at Stockton. Finds his big tight end. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Motion from the wide receiver. Back to pass on 2nd down. Blasted as he lets it go. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
What a game-changing play by this defense. Nice job. You got them backed up in their own territory coming out. Now you force the turnover, set your offense up with some great scoring field position.
Here comes that Alabama offense. Ball security going to be paramount this time, Jesse.
Yeah, and sense of urgency, too. They're trailing in this game right now. The turnover wasn't great, so, David, they really got to be able to put something positive together on this drive.
Put something positive together, be aggressive, but don't be reckless. Can't have any more of those turnovers.
He'll keep it himself. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Bama!
Man, it's so nice to have an offense that can do so many different things and attack you different ways. When you run the option the normal way with a running back, the defense knows how to play it. But how about this? The receiver out wide, now a little confusion. QB takes advantage and punches it in for 6.
He'll try to tack on one more. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big 12. Oklahoma State will need to mount a comeback, but those fans that were there when Justin Blackmon was a 2-time All-American, they know this game is not over. They're trailing by 10 to Baylor. We'll keep you updated as this one goes forward, as this could shake up the Big 12 race significantly.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Looking for a crease to the left. He's out past the 35. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. Final stanza of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Off the play fake. Spins away from one. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down. This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field. Quarterback running on the draw. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately. Looking for a man. It's Stockton. Under fire. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
The defense has had some bad stuff happen to them today, but one bright spot for them has been the pass rush. They've shown the ability to get after the opposing quarterback.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Got a man, it's Thomas. He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down. Georgia lining up to punt it away. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Here's the heat. And the heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And this has been the story of the night. The offensive line getting beat up. And this is why this team is losing. You got to protect your quarterback. This defense has had a field day with their 5th sack of the game.
The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. Fires to the big fella. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. He'll try to really get into this one. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. Looking for a crease, it's Frazier. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Dropping back, it's Stockton. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. And the Dogs are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. He's looking to throw. They're setting up the screen. Oh, he's got some space. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Georgia sends out the punt team. And the punt hits ground at the 2 and goes into the end zone. He just missed, hitting them right in the shadow of the goalpost. It'll come out to the 20. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Caught over the middle. It's Miller. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Slips a tackle, and he's got room. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. The Crimson Tide comes to the line with a 1st and 10. Caught in the backfield, it's Williams.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Fires downfield. Complete to the right. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10. He'll do it himself on the draw.
You know, we talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody opened downfield, and he just decided to take off.
The give is to Miller. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. The Crimson Tide rolled to that last first down on the ground. Let's see if they go right back to the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. He's going to lose a yard on that one. This crowd knows when to bring it. To the air, it's Simpson. Working that left side now. He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down.
Well, the defense needs one more stop. They did a nice job not giving up a first down that last one, but with the lead late like this, one more stop, and they're going to win this game.
Not very pretty, highly effective using that carom off the left upright. This is now a 7-point game. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. And he's going to try to return this one. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Catch in the middle, it's Young.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football there.
The Bulldogs come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Unloads to the right. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. They bring the punter onto the field now. And they'll haul down down the returner to start us on the next drive. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Looking for a man, it's Simpson. Under fire! And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. They'll try the run. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Off play action. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Use the play fake, now to throw. Pocket breaking down. Got his man to the left. How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one? Tight end now in motion. And you want that clock to run. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The Dogs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
I think the thing that's so impressive about this defense, it's not just the athleticism and the ability to get to the quarterback, it's the variety in the ways they can do it. Sometimes it's a 4-man rush, sometimes it's a 3-man rush, sometimes it's all-out blitz. But with the speed they have, especially in that front 7, it has been a nightmare for this offense. They've given up sack after sack after sack in this game.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. As someone once said, from way downtown, bang, outside of 60 yards.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing the time. Good decision by the head coach here in the 4th quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a 2-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
To the air, it's Simpson. Caught in the backfield, it's Miller. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Yeah, and you're just running at a time where you can have these small gains where the clock continues to run. This offense definitely got to have some urgency. Down, late in the game, I need to force some plays, Palmer, probably down the field.
And if you're the defense, you can have that all day. We're going to play big zones. We're going to keep the ball in front of us. We've got the lead. You're going to have to make catches like that and make us miss. But you want to keep throwing those little dink and dunk throws? Have at it, because if you keep doing that, we're going to win the game.
Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Wants to go up top on first down. With the catch, it's Horton. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. Wants to throw on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Lewis.
And that's exactly what this defense needs to do. The clock is your friend. Try to keep them in bounds. No big plays, and let that clock just tick.
Going up top again. Grabbed behind the line. It's Lewis. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains and the screen pass is effective. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. They'll send the back in motion. Second down, they'll go to the air. Snagged in the middle, it's Bernard. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. To the air, it's Simpson. Pressure coming. And the rush will get to him at the 25. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Punts it out of the air. He is stopped short, and they'll turn it over on downs. Just a crushing blow at this point in the game. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads, hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the 4th quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team they find a way to get things done. That's why they're ranked where they're at, and I expect this team to stay in contention for the college football playoff because they're proving week in and week out they're a really good squad.